show you how to use YouTube videos with a start and stop time so you can more effectively show videos in your classroom. Targeting a specific start and stop time in a video will allow you to, once again, it'll be more effective in that you don't have to waste time, so to speak, watching parts of videos that don't really pertain to what you're teaching in the class. First way I'm going to show you how to start a video at a specific time in a video is just find the spot you want. And you'll notice here I have the video set to the 37-second mark. And from here, all you need to do really is go to the share button. And when you click on that, there's a little checkbox down here. It says start at, and you'll see it already has 37 seconds there. So if I click that, it'll create a URL, and it has a variable in here of t equals 37. So that's all we need, because this number here is in seconds. If you're going to use this variable, it goes by seconds, but you could also do the letter M and S to designate. For example, I could just put in here, oops, if I copy this and then zoom back out and open another tab, I can change this to an S, and that will also work. It should bring up the video right at the 37 seconds. Now, you can also change this by, if you want to, I can add minutes in here as well. So I can do 1 minute, 37 seconds, and that will start at 1 minute, 37 seconds. So let's try that just to verify it works. And you'll notice it is right at the 1 minute, well, 1 second went by, but 1 minute and 38 seconds. So that also works. So there's two formats for that variable. Once again, it's a variable t that you're looking for, and that stands for time. And you can do seconds and minutes, or you could just do seconds. So if you wanted to, you can do 200, and that will start playing at the 200-second mark, which is way out here. So it's 3 minutes and 20-something seconds, I think. So there's a couple of ways of doing that. So once you have this, you can just copy it, and you can paste it somewhere in a link or wherever you like. Go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so we can see. So once again, you can do it in this format. You can do it in this format, which is just, you always have to have the t in there. So t equals 200 seconds. Or you could take the S off, or you could do 37, for example. You can do t equals 1 minute. If you're going to do it this way, though, this has to be in seconds. Right. 37 or 47, whatever. So there's a couple of different ways you can do this. All of these work. Okay. Now, another way to do this is sometimes you don't want it to start. If you have a very long video, or even a movie, for example, that's being played on YouTube, you may want to start and stop and only show a section of a video. Now, you'll notice when I go to this shared thing here, whoops, let me go back down here and zoom in, you're going to see that it has this watch, and then it has the actual video variable here. And that works. The problem is when you want to have an end time, we have to use a variable called start and stop. And let's just go ahead and take this last one here. If I want to do, you don't use t with it, you're going to use start equals 37. And that will start at 37 seconds. Let's see if this works. This Command E, and there you go. You'll notice it starts at 37. Okay. Now the problem though, and this is something to remember, I'm just going to point it out to you, not that you really care, is if you have a start time, you can have an end time. So we have to use the ampersand end equals, let's say we want to stop it just 10 seconds later, 47. So if I go ahead and I copy this and I paste it into here and I hit play, it will start at 37 seconds, but you'll also notice up here it got rid of my start and my end. It will not recognize the end variable when you use watch, which is right here. So we have to get rid of that. And there's another word we have to use instead. And that word is embed. Now to use the end variable to splice out a little piece of a video, we have to change the watch portion of this link and change it to embed. Let me show you how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and copy this again. Let's go ahead and work on this a bit. So what I'm going to do is click here. I'm going to change watch to embed. Do a /. We need to get rid of this question mark in the V variable. Let's go ahead and delete that. We just need the video name or code. The first thing that we need when we start using variables is a question mark. So let's go ahead and do question mark. Get rid of the ampersand. Ampersands are just for joining variables. So we have the start and the stop here. Now, this should work. One thing to note, I had mentioned up above that when you're using T or start, you can use the format of minutes and seconds, designating minutes with a small m and seconds with a small s. However, that doesn't work when you're using embed. You have to just use seconds, like running up into the hundreds, tens and hundreds and thousands or whatever. So let's go ahead, just to make for simplicity's sake, let's go ahead and change, I think 370 seconds is too long for this video. So let's do 100 seconds. So that's about a minute something. And then we're going to change the end to 105. So that's about, almost 2 minutes there, right? Towards the 2-minute mark. Let's go ahead and copy this. Let's go ahead and go to another tab and paste. And when we hit enter, we'll go ahead and hit play, and it should be a little splice of this video. You can notice right off the bat, it's starting about 1:40, and it only buffered to 2 minutes and 10 seconds roughly, because that's the designated amount of time that we said from our start to our end. And you should know that it worked correctly because it buffered. Well, now it's buffering a little bit more past that, but it's only going to play a certain amount and then it's going to stop. Let's go ahead and continue it. There you go. So it only buffered that small little part initially, and will only play that part that you designated from 100 seconds to 105 seconds. So it only played 5 seconds in total. Once again, this is a great way that you can show just a portion of a video, because we don't want to show a whole video and we only really need to show a small portion of it, even though the kids would probably love to watch a video all period when they only need to really watch a few minutes of it. So I hope that was helpful. Let your tech integrationists or support team know if you need further assistance.